Now there's the first printout of the Christmas tree template box. Now that's the outside that wraps around, and to make the box you need to print this out as well. Now templates come in various sizes, from a big A3 down to a little diddy one, so there's lots of options that you can do. And once you've got this template as well, you might decide to just use the box or just use the Christmas tree, so you can create lots of other creative projects as well. So the first thing you need to do is print out. I'm using the A4 size here, and I've printed it onto very thin. I think this is 75 gram, which I got from the supermarket. You can almost see through it. See, you want nice thin cheap paper. It works good in this case. Print them out and then cut them to size, just roughly around the outside. What I've done here, I've taken one of the Christmas tree designs, this is set 2, and I've taken a piece of card and I've printed on both sides. But there's various options you could do. You could print it on normal thin paper and then stick it either side of a piece of thicker card. So there are ways around it if you don't want to print directly onto your card, because sometimes it gets a bit confusing when you knock on the bit, because you print it upside down on the wrong side. Anyway, do whichever way is best for you. So then next thing you want to do is cut out roughly around the design, and then position that onto your piece of card that you're going to use, and then just using bits of masking tape, just tape that down. And because I've moved this to one side, I've got all of this I could use for another project. So tape that down, and I've done it with both ones there. That one's printed on both sides too. And then what you need to do is, wherever there's a crease line, and you can see it on this one, I've got the crease, the dots, dot lines, dotted lines. You take an embossing tool and a ruler. What I do with this one is go all the way down and then get to each line and score across. Do that on every one, then turn it around and go the opposite way like that, and just score them all, and do the same with this one too, the Christmas tree. So just put that on top there and just score through. That just means when you cut it out, it's going to be so much more easy to fold because you've got the crease there. Now, when all you need to do is cut that out, you can save these bits for tags or whatever you want to do. And I've done that already. I've cut these out and I've scored it, obvious. So that means that when I turn it over and that, I've got the natural creases here, which helps me to fold over to make the tree. You can use whatever you want to flatten it down. I've just got the end of a pen here, a pencil rather, and then do the other side like that. And then you do exactly the same with the other template. All the creases are there, and I just fold them over before I assemble it, and like that, so everything's in the right position. So get to that stage and just cut them out. Now when you've got the fold, you've got decisions to make. You could fold it all together, and then it's got two little, I'll show you this on here. It's got two little gaps, little slots there either side, so when you bring them together they go into each other and join it all up. So you can actually assemble it by folding all the bits in like so. And it will keep its shape. That's going to go over there like that, and that'll be one side of the box, and then that will slot into that one. But I like to stick it as I go along, but it's entirely up to you. The first thing I'm going to do is just stick these two little flaps here. And make sure you're doing it on the right side. Just a little bit of glue there, a little bit too much. Take a bit off, pop that there, and then I'm going to move that inside like that and just stick it down. And do the same on the other side. Just hold that together for a minute. And there you can see I've just folded the box together like that, and that just folds over, and you've got the two little flaps that go like that, and they fit inside each other, and then your box can open up, and when you've got that inside the tree it looks really good. So that just folds together, ready to wrap the tree around. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down the edge here, and I'm going to stick those sides together. You only need a little bit, and those are going to go inside there. And just stick them together. So then you've got your lid of your box there, which will open and close and just slot. And then it's just a question. See, there's my box. You can see that opens up. When you want to close it, you just put those two together and just fit them inside each other. So there's my box, and now I've got my Christmas tree. That's going to fit on there, and then that will come up, and then that will come up there like so. So you've got the Christmas tree and you've got the box in the front, which will open up for you to put whatever you want on. And I'm going to stick this down. You could leave it loose so you could fold it away each year, but I want to stick this one down. So you just put a little glue there on the bottom. Make sure that fits right. Seems to fit perfectly. And then I'm going to put some glue on the outside and bring the Christmas tree over like so, and that's just going to fold together. Hold that in position until it's dry, which if you use the right type of glue should only be a few seconds. On this glue, if you pull it apart like that, it lets the air do its job. So I'll just let that stick together. So there's my Christmas tree box stuck together, and that's upwards like that. Now that makes a nice little decoration. It'd be great on a table, but you could also use these battery operated candles, and that could just sit in the middle like that. So you've got a little candle holder as well. What you could also do is turn them into an advent calendar to hang on the tree, and inside you could put a number on here. You can look on our website, you'll find numbers you can cut out and stick on, and they can put different presents in there. It's just another way. Or you could have those lined up on the mantelpiece or the windowsill, little number on each one. You could decorate these, they can look really good.